Hi there and welcome back. Let's review amnesia today. Before we get into the underwriting, let's try to capture the overall concept. Then we'll get into the details of symptoms, causes, diagnosis, treatment, and how do we underwrite. So, just to give an overview of the conceptual understanding of amnesia, when people lose their ability to memorize info or recall info that is stored in memory, they have amnesia. Being a little forgetful is completely different to having amnesia. Amnesia refers to a large scale loss of memories that should not have been forgotten. These may include important milestones in life, memorable events, key people in our lives, and vital facts that we have been told or taught. People with amnesia also find it hard to imagine the future because our constructions of future scenarios are often based on our recollections of past experiences. Our ability to recollect events and experiences involves a variety of complex brain processes. We still don't understand exactly what happens when we commit something to memory or when we try to retrieve data stored in our brain. Most people with amnesia are usually lucid and have a sense of self. However, they may experience severe difficulties in learning new info, struggle to recall memories of past experiences, or maybe both. So, let's review now symptoms. What are the symptoms? It includes anterograde amnesia, which means the ability to learn new info is impaired. Or it could be retrograde amnesia, which means the ability to remember the past events and previously familiar info is impaired. That's called retrograde amnesia. False memories, or you may see in some literature called confabulation. And basically these are the categories where there may be either completely invented or consist of real memories misplaced in time, and that's why it's called false memories. Neurological symptoms may include uncoordinated movements, sometimes tremors, confusion or disorientation, problems with short-term memory, partial loss of memory, total loss of memory, failure to recognize faces, and even inability to recognize places. So those are the typical symptoms when we talk about amnesia. What about the causes? The causes can be broken down into the medical and psychological. The typical medical causes are stroke, head injuries, some seizure disorder, brain tumor, encephalitis, brain inflammation, that is what it is, or subarachnoid hemorrhage, that's the bleeding in the area between the skull and the brain. And there are some medications like a sleeping drug, Ambien, that could cause amnesia. Oxygen deprivation is another category that could lead to amnesia. And when I say oxygen deprivation, it means any illness or a situation which undermines the supply of oxygen to the brain, such as a heart attack, respiratory distress, or carbon monoxide poisoning. Those are the examples. Celiac disease has also been listed in some literature being a contributor or the cause for amnesia. And although there is no clear link that has completely been agreed on, but researchers report that people with celiac disease commonly seek medical help for amnesia, confusion, and personality changes. As far as the second category, psychological causes, child abuse, sexual abuse, being involved in a natural disaster, being the victim of a violent crime, or being present during a terrorist act, or any situation that causes severe psychological stress or internal conflict that could unfortunately lead to amnesia. What about the diagnosis? The doctor would rule out the dementia that we discussed in our prior session, Alzheimer, depression, brain tumor, and to do so, the doctor will go through the series of tests starting from physical exam to brain MRI, CT scan, EEG, and blood test, and will correlate all those findings and details to come up with the diagnosis. Treatment requires management of the underlying cause. That's the key. Psychotherapy, family support, whole grain cereals or beans being sources of thiamine or vitamin B1 can help. So bottom line, how do we underwrite? As far as the underwriting goes, follow your company specifics and the underwriting manual that your company expects you to follow. Look out in the medical records what is the and rate for the cause. What is the cause behind the amnesia? If the cause is known, you may confront a situation where the cause is unknown. If so, follow your internal procedure. You may have to consult as appropriate your in-house medical director for further guidance. Okay, let's stop here, take a quick break and see you soon. Take care. Bye now.